Good morning, dear students. Hope you all are fit and fine. Today we are going to start with Unit 2, Chapter 2.1 on page number 28, Invictus. Now, first let me clear the meaning of Invictus. Invictus means unconquered. See here the meaning is given unconquered. Okay, the meaning of Invictus is unconquered. Now, first I'll read the poem and then I'll start explaining the poem. So this poem is written by William Ernest Henley. Out of the night that covers me, black as the pit from pole to pole, I thank whatever gods may be for my unconquerable soul. In the fell clutch of circumstance, I have not winced nor cried aloud under the bulgings of chance. My head is bloody but unbowed. Beyond this place of wrath and tears looms but the horror of the shade, and yet the menace of the years finds and shall find me unafraid. It matters not how straight the gate, how charged with punishments the scroll. I am the master of my fate, I am the captain of my soul. Written by William Ernest Henley. Now, first I would like to give you some introduction about the poet, that is William Ernest Henley. Now, this poem is written when the poet was suffering from tuberculosis, that is TB, and due to tuberculosis the infection was resulted in the amputation of a leg below the knee. What do you mean by amputation? Amputation means to cut the leg below the knee. So this powerful poem was written shortly after this incident. It is all about showing courage in the face of death and of the will to survive with dignity in the face of severe hardship. So let us start the poem. I will teach you paragraph wise. So let us see the first paragraph. Out of the night that covers me, black as the pit from pole to pole, I thank whatever gods may be for my unconquerable soul. Now here the poet says that the hardship that surrounds him are as black as the center of the earth. It is as black as the center of the earth. He thanks whatever god that may be there for his unconquerable soul. He is thanking the God that still my soul is what? Unconquered. Okay. Let us see the second paragraph. In the fell clutch of circumstance, I have not winced nor cried aloud under the bulgings of chance. My head is bloody but unbowed. Now, in second stanza, the poet is telling that though he was a victim of weak circumstance, circumstance was very bad for him, weak. He was neither reacted with pain. I have not winced nor cried aloud. Now, see, what do you mean by winced? Winced means here the meaning is given jerked with pain. Okay, jerked with pain. So, what he is telling? He has neither reacted with pain nor cried aloud under the bulgings of chance. My head is bloody but unbowed. Now what is the meaning of bulging? Violent beating with a club. And what he is telling? He is telling though he is suffering under the violent beating of faith, her faith is beating him as his leg is cut. His head is bloody but unbowed. his full head is with blood, but still he has not bowed himself to anybody. Okay. Beyond this place of wrath and tears looms but the horror of the shade, and yet the menace of the year finds and shall find me unafraid. Now, in third stanza, he is telling, beyond this world of anger and sadness, beyond the world of anger and sadness in which we live, there exists the dark unknown, which may hold more hardship for the soul. Now he is telling that the world in which we are being, that is what it is, full of anger and sadness, but which he is holding, the hardship what he is holding, his soul is holding. Yet he says even the threat of what happened later does not make him afraid. He is telling that whatever is going to happen in the future, I am not afraid at all about that happening. Okay. So wrath and tears. Wrath means anger. Okay. Then winced, menace, that is threat, and looms that is hangs over head. Hangs over head means difficulties are on his head. Then also what, he is not afraid about the future also. See the last paragraph. It's matter not how straight the gate, how charged with punishment the scroll. I am the master of my fate, I am the captain of my soul. See how beautifully he has written the last line. In last paragraph, he is telling that it does not matter how narrow or difficult the gate to heaven is. He is telling it is not difficult how narrow and difficult the gate to heaven is, or how many more punishments. He is telling, I don't know how many more punishment I have to get from God. As he was suffering from tuberculosis, his leg was going to be cut, but he is not still afraid. He is telling, I don't know how long or how narrow, how difficult the gate of heaven is, and I don't know how many still punishment are there left. He is telling that all the punishments are written on the official roll of the paper. The poet says with utter confidence that he is the master of his own fate. Poet is telling that I am the master of my fate. That means he is only the master of his own fate. I am the captain of my soul. And he is telling that I am the captain of the soul. He has the sole authority of his full life. So this poem is beautifully written by William Ernest Henley. So let me give you the conclusion of this poem. What message you are getting from this poem? Here the poet tells us that he never gets afraid of anything. Nothing can defeat his unconquerable soul. He calls himself the master of his fate and captain of his soul. So he is telling whatever problems come in your life, you have to what? You have to face it. You should not feel afraid and sit on one place. You have to just move on. Okay. So, and he is saying lastly that you own are the master of your faith and you are the captain of your ship. I hope you have understood this poem. Thank you. Have a nice day.